Okay, so hello and welcome to this dynamic angling session. I'm here with my dad. Cheers.
We'll see.
So we came out here today in the heart of the baobab country. We're coming out here to fish at a local farm dam, so I think it's going to be an interesting session. And yeah, the dam is stocked with bream, tilapia, and then carp as well as catfish. And Dad, what do you think how it's gonna be today?
Well, good morning to everybody. I think it will be wonderful. We are mainly going to target bream and try to get a nice one, maybe for the pan later on to prepare.
Something to eat.
Yeah, for lunch maybe, hopefully, if we are lucky.
Yeah.
And we also are going to target maybe to get a nice barbel. We are going to focus mainly on natural type of baits that we are going to use. We caught some flying ants, we got a locust or two, a frog, earthworms.
Some decent frogs.
Yeah, decent, nice food. So I think, we must really go and try our luck. Maybe we are lucky today.
Yeah, I'll say.
Okay, I'm going to start by targeting bream. Then today I just want to show you, this is a mixture of wheat and bread, which is the combiner, and then you just add water, and then over a period of time you can leave it or you can keep it for months. It will become sour, however it will never get rotten totally. It just forms like a fungus at the top, which I will just tuck away. And then you can see the brownish color actually appearing, and if you could be near, if you could smell it, you will realize it has quite a sour taste. Now this mixture, if you use it the same way that we normally use maize as a feeder for carp, one use it for bream, and the end product will look like this, and it forms also a perfect bowl, bowl that you can actually use to form like a feeder area for your bream. And this is a bait presentation for bream specifically. Now we are going to use earthworm, and then also honey floaty with a semolina base at the back of the floaty, and then yes, at the center we are going to use that wheat bread mixture, which will also form a feeding area for the bream. I'm going to start with the bottom hook, and I'm going to use an earthworm, and I'm going to put it on in such a way that it has space for movement, which can attract a bream, more or less like this, if you can see that one. And then at the top hook I'm going to put a honey floaty. I'm going to put a honey floaty, and then I will just put a bit of semolina dough at the back of it. A small piece of semolina dough. Yeah, basically like that. I will just use a bit of honey on this wheat mixture, which I am just going to add. It's our own honey mixture that we use normally. And so if you take a look at the water, you will realize that there's a lot of structure in the water. A lot of old trees as well as some of reeds here on the side. And that is a very, very good area to try to fish for bream, especially this so-called tilapia. So I'm going to try to put it somewhere between, and then hopefully we are going to get one.
I have my first bite here for the day. So what's happening is the fish already took the line, so now it's just playing with the line. It's going up and down, and I'm surely think that it's already hooked in. Yeah, this is definitely fish on. Got my first fish for the day, and it feels like a pretty decent fish. I think it's a carp. The tilapia that we are targeting have been scarce for the day, so it is actually a strange day because the weather and everything has changed from this morning. So I changed my tactics a little bit. Strangely, I took a plain white float and I hooked two plain white floats, one on the top hook and one on the bottom hook, and I just cast it plain without any depths or any attractants, and it definitely made the difference.
Be careful for that reed.
Yeah, I see them. Okay, so I've just landed my first fish for the session. It's not the biggest fish, but I'm extremely happy. It took a little bit of a while. It's now 20 to 11, so we've been here from 7 o'clock this morning. So it actually took a long while to figure out what the fish want. And the thing is, what I did is I just took two plain floats with a plain mealy bomb and just cast it in, and it wasn't even 20 minutes and I landed my first fish. So maybe I'm gonna change up my tactics, take my second rod, do the same thing, and I maybe get better results.
Hey, it's quite a nice one, eh?
I think it's a little bit bigger than the previous one.
It seems to me like that.
Definitely not a giant, but at least it's a fish. No, it's definitely a little bit bigger. Let me just get the net.
Be careful for the reeds. That looks nice, bro.
Definitely a little bit
Oh, it's bigger.
bigger carp.
Much
now.
bigger. Now must I assist you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Much bigger.
Just need to watch out so it's gonna get entangled now. There's a second rod in here.
Yeah, it's much bigger. It's a nice one. Yeah.
Okay, just watch out for the
Okay,
lines are entangled now.
okay, no problem. Slowly,
Yeah,
slowly.
it's definitely a little bit of bigger carp. this
Much
one.
better.
That's super left. You just get underneath this line. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
That's definitely one of the bigger. Definitely nice carp. Giving much better fight than the previous fish. Let's try to land it.
Hey, that's much better.
Nice.
Oh, much better. Now that's a nice one. Beautiful. Well, let's have a look at this beautiful carp. Really a beautiful fish. Look at the color. Perfect, eh?
It's definitely not the biggest fish. Definitely not a specimen carp, but let's just see how much it weighs. .5 kgs. Definitely a noteworthy carp. So we're quickly gonna look at what baits I'm using for catching the carp. I saw that the plain baits have worked the best, so yeah, let's quickly take a look at it. Okay, so what I've been doing is I've been using these plain white floats. It has a nice white fluoro, and I think it has nice contrast in the water, since the water is actually very brown. So I'm gonna hook this plain white float at the bottom, just like this. Then I'm gonna hook a second one at the top hook, but I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna hook a piece of backing, some white cake flour. I'm just gonna take a piece of white cake flour and make a backing. I'll show you now. So just a small piece of white cake flour, and then I'm gonna take the hook just like this with the float on it, and I'm gonna stick it to the back of the hook, and I'm just gonna roll it up against the line, and you'll see now it forms a extremely nice bait, and it also looks quite good. That's it.
Another carp. Actually, it's quite big. I think this one is bigger than the previous fish, hopefully. But the way it performed, it feels like that. So yeah, let's just hope that we can land it. Still far out at this point of time. Oh, it's pulling.
It seems much better.
Yeah, it seems to me it's a big fish, this one.
But I think the tempo of the fishing picked up since around about 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
got much better.
Much better. I wonder whether there's maybe a deeper area where they feed on.
Yeah, it's strange because I'm casting way out more to the deeper end, and the right hand rod, as you have been seeing, it keeps on picking it up. So I think there might be some structure or some hole or even some gravel bottom that might be just doing the job, because we're just casting the same distance with the left hand rod and it's been quiet for the whole day.
It feels quite everywhere.
I think it's a better carp.
I hope so. The way it's fighting, it looks like that.
Yeah, we got one barbel run, but unfortunately it came off. We hooked a small galaminki, but I think it just tore off the galaminki. We didn't hook it fully, we just hooked it a little bit strange, to be honest. So let's try to get out this fish.
You'll have to be careful for that reed.
But just take a look, I think it's gonna hook my other line. Yeah, just, I think go to the left hand side.
But it's already crossed it.
Yeah, go to the left hand side. Yeah, it's already over the second line.
Okay. Now we will have to be very careful for this.
Yeah, because there's like a small reed over there. I think it's a little bit more far out now. Yeah, it's still a way out. Just check your drag, so it's nice.
I think it's alright. It feels okay. But it feels a much bigger fish.
Yeah, it looks good, to be honest.
I'm afraid of this reed here. It can give us a problem. I wonder whether we must not put this rod down.
I think just fight it to the middle. Keep it where it
Going
is.
straight to the reed.
Okay, then come over this side. Yeah, it's going up, it's gonna cross all of these lines. It's gonna make one big mess now.
There's no way.
Take it to the right, just keep it to the right.
Yeah.
Take it to the right.
Yeah, let's do. Oh, there it is.
Can you go a little bit right, Dad?
I'll try.
Right, it's gonna hook all of these lines now. It's already caught up in this one line. Yeah, it's a decent fish. Well done.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Go get the second rod. Get the second rod. Yeah, it's a little bit mixed up now. That's extremely strange. Hooked into our second fish for the second. Actually, my dad's second fish. That's already one.
Yeah, it's there.
Fish on.
Another one.
This was like in 20 minutes. It's now 10 past 12.
How's this drag?
Now just check it. Okay, I'm just gonna set up this camera over here, and then I'm gonna unhook that second carp, or the first carp, and I'll be back just now.
We are on with our fourth carp. Hopefully it's also a nice one. The previous one was quite a nice one. It's actually still in the net. So we just want to get it out of the net so that we can try to land this one. But it feels quite nice. So let's just hope that it will also be a successful landing. And actually these carp, the two fish, the two bites or the two runs follow each other within a time frame of less than 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes maybe. But yes, we are very happy about it, and it's very joyful.
This fish has a lot of energy.
He fights a lot. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's alive. They are alive. They put up quite a nice fight, eh?
Yeah.
Really.
I think it's because the water isn't spoiled in any way.
Yeah.
It's clean water, no toxins, no rubbish, nothing.
No pollution.
Exactly. Just try to hand it here. Oh, it's not.
And just lift it up.
Swam right into that.
Oh, that's nice. That's it. Well done. Sit. Okay, there we go. These are the two fishes which we got through carp. Nice specimen.
Yeah.
Within a time frame of 5 minutes.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Same recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plain white floats. So I think the thing is, like, maybe the private dams or the dams not fished that often maybe tend to use or like the just plain bait, plain mealie bomb.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the water, it looks quite muddy. It seems to me they had quite of a nice shower or two here, maybe in the last 10 to 14 days, and because of that, the water is still a little bit brown.
Yeah.
And maybe the white floaty is just the one which is the right one at the right time.
Getting the most attention.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Well done, Dad.
Well done. Yeah, I feel very much happy in you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, there we go.
So actually, all of our rods are out now, except for one. My dad is hooked into his third fish, and it's just 1:30, 12:30.
It's better than the previous one. That other one.
Now my dad caught one. It's extremely small carp, about 100 grams, 200 grams. It wasn't noteworthy.
Yeah.
We should just keep that crocodile in mind.
Yeah,
Because there's one lurking around here.
Quite big crocodile. Yeah. One must be careful, but this is quite a nice fish. Yeah, it's quite a nice one. Look how it runs. I think we must move this way. Actually,
I've got one bobble rod in here, so just watch out.
Oh, see? It's already on top of the water. Do you think I must try to maneuver it between this reed?
Yeah, that will be best.
I must move into this open gap.
So it was actually extremely cold for this place in the summertime. I think it was like 28 degrees this morning, or 24, 25. And now midday it seemed to heat up a bit. And the carp are responding excellently. They just took off and started biting like crazy.
Yes, they're quite nice.
Now watch out for these reeds.
Always go straight.
No, I think it's like instinctive to go to structure or anything.
Any possibility of escaping.
Yeah.
Quite nice. Quite a nice fish, hoor. Don't underestimate it. Quite a nice fish. It's just right. Slowly but surely.
These carp are a little bit different. They are much shorter but more bulky, so they might fool you and you might think they don't have that much power, but they're like small bodybuilders. Extreme power.
Good fighters, is it not so?
No, no,
They put up quite a heavy fight.
give you a run for your money.
They put up quite a nice fight. Fighting quite heavily. They are not tiring easily, huh?
No, they have a lot of stamina, these fish.
Yeah. And you know what? Again, is that plain white floaty.
Yeah, it's the magic bait for today.
Yeah.
Definitely a nice carp.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Oh, well done. Sure.
Can you see it there?
No, it's big.
Wow.
Skin hooked.
Yeah, skin hooked.
When luck's on your side, anything can work. So this is actually our 5th carp for the session, Dad.
Yeah, and then this is number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah, if we include that
Small carp.
that small carp that actually got away, got off the hook. But yeah, it's also not as big as the others, but quite a nice fish, ne?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
look at this fish over here. There's like a big bump.
Yeah, like a hump on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they are very good fighters, ne?
Yeah.
But can you see even the color of the fish?
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
Perfect
Yeah,
condition.
perfect condition, perfect color, no pollution, 100% pure water.
Yeah.
Basically a fountain water that is feeding the area, and then rainwater. But all over here, quite a nice fish. Okay.
Okay, so we packed up all of our stuff. Well, my dad and I talked a little bit. I think we should go and try to catch some tilapia by using the float method. So yeah, we only have an hour left, so I think it's a good call.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I
Yeah.
think we did excellent with the carp. It was very
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
A wonderful day. In a very short period, we catch a lot of carp.
Yeah,
And yeah, let's go and try. Maybe we are lucky in the last hour
yeah.
to land at least.
Yeah, we can
At least. Let's try.
catch some pan-sized tilapia and maybe even fry it up.
Yeah. Well, if
definitely.
we can get a pan-sized one, definitely we must at least put one in the pan.
Yeah.
Tilapia is a wonderful fish.
Yeah, delicious.
Yeah,
eating
very
fish.
delicious. Yeah. Okay, let's go and
Okay.
try it.